saying to them, "Invest this until I get back." But his fellow citizens despised him, and they immediately sent a deputation after him with instructions to say, "We will not have this man rule over us." He returned, however, crowned as king. Then he sent for the servants to whom he had given the money to learn what profit each had made. The first presented himself and said, "Lord, the sum you gave me has earned me another 10. "Good man," he replied, "you showed yourself capable in a small matter. For that, you can take over 10 villages." The second came and said, "Your investment, my Lord, has netted you 5. His word to him was, "Take over 5 villages." My sisters and brothers, this is the gospel of the Lord.
Praise to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Mother Teresa of Calcutta put it very beautifully and very wisely. She said, "We cannot do great things. We cannot do great things. We can only do little things with great love." We can only do little things, great love. Today we come to honor and to venerate our saint, our patron, Saint Louis Rey, King Louis IX of France. A great king, but he was not made a saint for being a great king. He was the leader of the most wealthy country in Europe. He was not made a saint for that. He commanded the greatest army of Europe and led not one but 2 crusades. He was not made a saint for that. He was regarded by his fellow monarchs as the great uncrowned emperor of all of Europe, and he was not made a saint for that. He established rule of law and justice in his empire. He commanded the respect of his people. He was not made a saint for that. Louis IX, Louis, King of France, Saint Louis Rey, was made a saint because he did little things with great love. Little things are not unimportant things. They are little, often unacknowledged and unrecognized obligations that we respond to and choices that we make. Louis did little things with great love. He gave his life as a lay member of the Franciscan order, dedicating himself to prayer and to penance. For this little thing, he became a saint. He was a loving husband and an attentive father to his 8 children. For this little thing, he was made a great saint. He wrote a beautiful letter to his son Philip, who would be the next monarch, just before he died. And in part, it reflects not only his wisdom and his faith, but his deep love for his children. He writes to his dear son, his dear firstborn son, Philip, greeting and his father's love. And he proceeds to give his son advice on how to live. And he says, first thing I advise you to do is that you fix your whole heart upon God and love him with all your strength. For without this, no one can be saved or be of any worth. He writes to his son, you should with all your strength shun everything which you believe to be displeasing to God. He wrote to Philip, if our Lord should send you any adversity, whether illness or other, in good patience thank him for it. If our Lord should send you prosperity, either health of body or of other things, thank him for it. And be careful that you are not the worse for it because of pride. And dear son, have a tender, pitiful heart for the poor, and for all those whom you believe to be in misery of heart or body, and according to your ability, comfort them and aid them with alms. And maintain the good customs of your realm, and put down the bad ones, and do not oppress your people, nor burden them with unnecessary taxes or tolls. For these little things, for these small things, Louis became great, and he became a saint. We are called to do little things with great love in our lives so that we may become great, and we may become sanctified. We may become holy and whole in and through God's love. That's not simply our choice. It is our calling. It is our vocation. It is our destiny. The little things of everyday life, of love and friendship and care for family and friends, our family and faith, and for the sick and the infirm and the poor and the homeless and those who struggle to realize some measure of justice and peace in their lives. For these little things, the Lord will make us whole. For 9 days now, we as a parish and mission family have been doing some very little things, small gestures done with great love. We have been cleaning and beautifying this beautiful, historic, and holy place with great love. We've been meeting every afternoon, 9 days in a row, with great love. We've been reciting the Rosary in English, in Spanish, in Tagalog, in Samoan, in all the great languages in our hearts, and allow, as we listen to each other pray, and we pray with our brothers and sisters doing this very little thing with great love. And we participate daily in Eucharist. And for this little commitment of our time and our energy and our love, our God is making us great. We have a great patron, made great by the goodness and love of God. We have an intercessor on our behalf. We have an example of heroic virtue and of justice